Hookist world, it's Beth Nielsen Chapman. I'm super excited to be writing a song with you guys. I'm getting over a cold, so my voice is a little crazy, but I wanted to just welcome you to writing a song with me. I've never done anything like this before. It's going to be very exciting. I believe every song knows what it wants to be when it grows up, and it's perfectly written. We just have to collectively pull it all together out of the ether and make it the most brilliant it can possibly be. I've written all different ways. I've written from the melody, I've written from the lyric, I've written from the idea. Sometimes I've had absolutely no idea what the song wanted to be until the very last line, and then all of a sudden it's clear to me. In this case, I've been kind of inspired about an idea to write with you guys. We're living in such a weird time in history, and I mean, I know wonderful people that are so diverse in how they are experiencing the world right now. Of course, obviously a lot's going on in politics and just all over the world. I mean, it's a human shift that's something I've never experienced before. So I know that sounds like I'm biting off a lot, but actually I had this really simple idea, and I'd love to write this from the melody. I actually have a little melody kind of started, which is all up for grabs to change and morph depending on how it unfolds. But I had this thing just pop into my head the other day, and the idea being, you can't change somebody else's mind. You can only see if they change their own mind. You can present them with things and maybe they'll change their mind, but you didn't change their mind, they changed their mind. So the idea would be very uplifting and fun and kind of kick-ass, but it would also have the inner message of, you know, it's out of my control what you think or what you believe. And then there's all kinds of questions to be answered, like who's singing, to who, why? I mean, to me, when I critique a song, it's always who's talking to who and why are they talking to that person and what are they saying? We'll get to all that. Right now, here's my little melody idea. Pretty basic. Well, I'm never gonna change your mind. Da 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 da. And da 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 da. There's another part right here, but we're not going to go there. We're just going to start with that much. Now, it could start with, I'm never going to change your mind. Or it might be stronger to write, well, you're never going to change my mind. No matter what you do. Well, na-na-na-na-na-na. And da-na-na-na-na-na. Might be faster. I mean, might be stronger that way. I don't know. I just want to see what you guys come up with. Toss something at me, and I'll look at every single one, and I'm really excited to be embarking on this adventure. So they'll be scheduling stuff in this video. They'll give you all the information, which I can't remember to repeat, but I'm just doing the creative part. All right, let me hear what you got. Mwah! Okay, so I've been playing this on the piano, and I just want to give you a little snippet of that, just so you can see how that might inspire you differently. Well, I'm never gonna change your mind. And the da 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 da. And the da 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 da. Part is really cool, but I'm not going to play that yet. Okay, so that's totally different vibe, and it could be I'm never going to change your mind. It might be you're never going to change my mind. It could be I'm never going to change my mind, or you're never going to change your mind. Okay, so that's very confusing, but I think you got it. I'm never going to change your mind. You're never going to change my mind. That's one direction. The other direction might be I'm never going to change my mind, or you're never going to change your mind. I'm not as big of a fan of those last two, but I'm throwing it all out there because that's part of the process in the beginning, is to keep the field wide open. You know, let your thoughts, just write down all the lines on the way to the lines. I got a great story to tell you about writing This Kiss, which I wrote with Annie Roboff and Robin Lerner. Song put my son through college. Thank you very much, Faith Hill. And when we were trying to write the second verse, we had that first verse and that chorus, and it was so good, and we just thought, we have something so good. And I just thought, oh, all I know to do to get to the second verse is just kind of take a running leap. And just, so we sang through the first verse and the chorus, and then I just leapt off into the unknown of what was going to come out of my mouth, and I blurted out, Cleopatra was a snowflake. And Annie and Robin looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, I know that's not it. That's not the line, but there's a reason I said that. Cleopatra was a snowflake. Anyway, they had absolutely no desire to put that in the song. And I remember Annie saying something to me like, we're not going to put Disney characters in the song. It would be too silly. And I went, oh, wait, Disney. Wait, that's Cinderella and Snow White. And that's how we ended up with the second verse. Cinderella said to Snow White, how does love get so off course? Oh, all I wanted was a white knight with a good heart, soft touch, fast horse, and the rest is history. So when you blurt out those weird lines that you think aren't so good, write them down because they have clues. Sometimes they have clues. So there's something in this, I think. I'm never gonna change your mind. Let's do it. Come on, bring it.